Hi, welcome to She Spice. Web-based entertainment is humming over Shaquille O'Neal's most recent post, where he traded Drake's face for a swimsuit-clad lady he's embracing. This has ignited lots of inquiries concerning what's going on with Drake recently. Individuals are, in any event, meddling that Drake may be trading out big time by, well, doing a few surprising second jobs, yet it's all only a hypothesis for the present. We've got to cherish how stories start flying when something unforeseen springs up. Shaquille O'Neal, generally known as the Trickster, truly surprised everybody with his most recent Instagram post. He posted a photoshopped image of himself and Drake set to the viral BBL Drizzy beat, Drake posting that lift on your page about BBL Drizzy. Stop it, bam in the photograph. Shaw's shirtless in bathing suit. And Drake's head is divertingly photoshopped onto a lady's body. Shaq's got a handle on the ladies, leaving everybody scratching their heads about what the very purpose of the entire situation was. The first picture really originated from Shaq's excursion to Spain with model Daniel Dilworth. So for what reason did he choose to re-emerge it with Drake's face altered in some hypotheses? Diesel may be saying something particularly given Drake's continuous fight with Kendrick Lamar and different rappers. It's Shaq keeping things fascinating, as in every case, except this photograph has made numerous G-furor, and they are addressing about Drake's genuine S as of late. Kendrick has likewise discussed Drake being engaged with Saint, and they even connected him with Diddy, too. We as a whole know Drake and Kendrick Lamar got into a warmed fight as of late. K-Dab kicked things off toward the finish of Spring on Future and Metro Blast. As track like that from their collection, We Have No Faith in You. Drizzy terminated back in mid-April with push-ups and customized free form. He needed to erase the stepping stool, subsequent to getting a cease and halt from the Tupac domain for utilizing the late rapper's balanced vocals. We really want the West Coast relish, which ain't perfect in your name, and some hip bounce history. Lamar answered half a month after the fact with Rapture and 616 in L.A., yet Drake appeared to be prepared for him. Only hours after 616 in L.A., Drake dropped Family Matters alongside a music video. Anyway, the Pulitzer Prize winner quickly hushed up any energy Drake could have acquired by delivering his cutting-edge track and field competition. Meet the Grams only 30 minutes after the fact that I'm grieved that man is your dad. Let me be. It takes a man to Kendrick really disliked us, which took off to #1 on the board sweltering 100, and immediately turned into a leader for the late spring. Notwithstanding Drake's endeavor to change the account with the Heart Section 6, the harm was at that point done. He effortlessly left the hamburger toward the beginning of May and has generally stayed calm from that point forward. Yet there was something else to the meet besides meets the eyes of Kendrick Lamar. Diss track and field competition. Meet the Grams, coordinated at Drake, has worked on Critical Debate. This track raises serious charges, including Drake's supposed inclusion with underage young ladies and allegations of running a ring like Diddy for as long as a decade. A portion of a shadow has lingered over Drake's cooperation with exceptionally young ladies, igniting a whirlwind of theory among his fans. Everything started with a viral clip from a 2010 show where Drake, then 23 years old, welcomed a young lady in front of an audience. What followed was a progression of disrupting activities. He moved intimately with her, murmured in her ear, smelled her hair, and, surprisingly, kissed her neck. Yet what truly caused a commotion was his easygoing request about her age mid-execution. Wow. Drake left poking fun at going to prison prior to turning around to her. When asked her age, the anonymous young lady answered, "I can't go to prison yet, man." He inquires as to for what reason you seem to be that your thick-shaped glance at this he proceeds with. "I couldn't say whether I ought to feel regretful or not, yet I had a good time. I like the manner in which your vibe against my chest shows how this might have been a group collaboration turned out badly." Yet him proceeding to offer remarks about her body, telling a young lady you're thicker than a bowl of cereal sort of thing, and kissing her on different occasions. Later, learning her age caused numerous people to have an uncomfortable outlook on the whole circumstance. We can't discuss it like it was the 1950s or something since it's just been 10 years, yet this won't be the last time Drake winds up in the organization of a lot more youthful young ladies. It's going to get more serious, so prepare yourselves for a 2023 no-jumper interview with Maker. Lil, she examines how she first met Drake, expressing that in 2015, when she was 15, she was in a secondary school ball group. Drake loved ladies' secondary school b-ball, which resembles a very peculiar thing to love at any mature age, particularly 29, so Drake started to chase after them after their games. She was only 15 at the time that very year. Drake posted on his Instagram praising the arrival of his best companion, Baka, who at the time was an individual from his security group. We can get into his security group, but his group is not pleasant, and they follow up for his benefit. They are known to put pause on individuals and settle on feline decisions towards them, remarking on their bodies. Baka was for making a lady who was 22 in soror and giving her to his companions. The now erased post by Drake read the quote, "something in the air today," a ton of beneficial things occurring immediately. However, this one method has been tight for a considerable length of time. Baka, at last home, erased the message, likely on the grounds that it wasn't fitting or pertinent. The conversation then moved to Drake, marking Baka's record name after Baka's delivery. Following Baka's delivery, the one who had charged him decided not to squeeze charges, prompting the hypothesis that Drake mediated conceivably monetarily to help Bak's music profession. Despite the fact that insights regarding the case are scant because of its expulsion from the web, it purportedly elaborated on numerous ladies, some underage, notwithstanding the contention. Baka remains related to Drake's circle, sticking to the idea that similar people are attracted to one another, and that is the very thing Kendrick Lamar implies about Drake's partner Baka's not pleasant past on his Hot 100 #1. Dislike us, but rather what precisely is the bizarre case he raises about on K-Spot's dislike us? He makes a few serious charges against Drake and his OVO sound program. Among them is Travis Exquisite, a rapper and previous safety officer also called Baka, not pleasant. I hear you like him. Youthful Kendrick raps on the track. You better not at any point go to cell block 1 to any that discussion to him, and they in affection simply ensure you conceal your little sister from him. They let me know Chubb's the one in particular that gets your pre-warned stuff and party at the party playing with his nose now, and Baka got an odd case for what reason is he around insured darling kid, insured PE. The well-established pressure between Kendrick Lamar and Drake has finally bubbled over as of late, with the two craftsmen delivering a whirlwind of new melodies touching off their rap. Quarrel. The tracks were stacked with verbal poems, addressing delicate themes like race, social apportionment, self-perception, and sexism. False reverence, and firmly established general clashes. Curiously, there's a discernment that Drake may be feeling scared by Lamar's melodious ability and presence in the rap game. You know, I generally keep my ear out for the hard. I have a great deal of regard. I have a ton of regard for you, you know, and the other two people. How did two of the world's most popular specialists choose to heighten their quarrel and release genuine toxins in a fight for rap? Matchless quality. This standoff was the summit of weeks, months, and even long periods of stewing strains, prompting an unexpected and fast heightening into hip-jump shame. They traded blows with individual allegations, from supposed secret youngsters to assaults on character, all worked out through their music and virtual entertainment. Regardless of the power, neither has straightforwardly tended to the full exhibit of claims in their RS, leaving fans enthusiastically expecting the following move in this high-stakes melodic conflict, the craving for an expressive standoff between two of the present rap Goliaths, Drake and Kendrick Lamar, were unmistakable at first. But their coordinated effort on one another's tracks in the beginning of their professions portrayed kinship anyway. As time unfurled, what started as cordial trades swelled into a searing conflict lighted by Lamar's dangerous component on the Future and Metro Blast's most recent collection. We have no faith in you, and reports are recommending that Drake is defying Kendrick now. However, during this hamburger, numerous things were apparently uncovered about Drake. Many individuals would quit paying attention to him, but that didn't change the nature of the music. The music business symbol is enduring an onslaught for his new admissions and his single young ladies need young ladies. Drake's dubious online entertainment movement isn't helping either, particularly in the midst of the shame and bias against the LGBT people group in this industry. Many fans are getting involved with these stunning bits of hearsay, trusting them to be valid. Drake, otherwise called Aubrey Drake Graham, has been a social peculiarity for a really long time anyway. His new music and public explanations have worked up conversations and bits of gossip about his built-up forward momentum since Drake shared photographs of his newly manicured hands on his Instagram stories, inciting the Shade Space to report. It appears as though Drake got a new nail trim with a decent plan. Drake poured more fuel on the fire by posting a shirtless picture not long after the public deciphered the hot photograph as an unmistakable thirst trap focused on the gay local area and, Wayne is my #1 individual to work with, however, because it's simply gracious, Lil Wayne. This series of occasions pointed out Drake's tune. Young ladies need young ladies, which some consider a subscribe She Spice for more videos.